Oh no!
Alright, what's going on, everybody? We are, well, it's just, hello. As you can tell, the lighting is a wee bit different. That is because, well, as you know, I got a new desk, and I put it together. So now I need, like, a little light that's, like, right behind my camera. But we'll worry about that later. So, how's it going, guys? As you can tell by the title of this video, it is a story time video. Alright? It's going to be an amazing story time video. I promise you it's going to be a good story time video. It's only going to be, like, 3-4 minutes long. It's not going to be long at all. So basically, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm being hunted. Yes. It's been snowing a lot here. Alright. You know, in the past month, I think we've gotten like 17 inches of snow. Or something like that. Like 12 inches of snow or something like that. So, I mean, it's not like as much as like a lot of other states get, but it's still like a pretty decent amount. It's not like a lot of snow, but like it's still a pretty decent amount. Like, obviously, when there's snow, there's like obviously other animals that run around in the snow other than my pets, like other than my 2 dogs. There's a lot of other animals that run around in the snow. So, like, you know, there's bunnies and shit that run around. There's like other cat prints and stuff. Obviously, there's not gonna be no deer because they're not around here. Well, they're around here, but there wouldn't be any deer, trust me. I was walking my dogs the other day, right? And I saw a set of footprints, but they were not like any other footprints I have seen before. I've seen this once before. So, a little background story time to improve upon this story time, and this shakes very easily. So in July, in like mid-July, one of my Gen 1 pets, I call them Gen 1 pets because my Gen 1 pets consisted of 4 pets, a cat, 4 dogs and a cat, and all my pets sadly ended up passing away. And well, actually, there's one of the Gen 1 pets left, but it's like my grandpa, so I don't really consider that. So it's three of my dogs ended up passing away, and then my cat did. My sister's cat did. When my final Gen 1 pet passed away, his name was Lucky, so we'll call him Lucky from now on. Even though he wasn't Lucky, the story completely like lies about his name. When he passed away, we buried him, right? Like normal human beings, we buried our pets. Some cremate them, but we buried. And so we buried him, and it was like peaceful for a week or so. And then, we came outside the next morning, and we saw that something tried to dig him up. You know, my first thought was, oh, it's a chupacabra. You know, like, it's a chupacabra coming to get us. Finally, my heritage is coming to attack. And, and so, you know, the next night I stayed out. There was no signs. I stayed up till like 2 in the morning. There was no signs of a pet coming because like, we obviously put the dirt back. And it was like so creepy because like you could just see. And it was like so creepy because you could just see the, like my dog's like paws like sticking out of the ground, just like it still had fur in it and stuff, but it was just like sticking out of the ground, just like barely, just like 2 claws, just like, and it was very creepy. It was a very creepy time, and so we put dirt over it, and I put more dirt over it than the time before, and I just made sure that he couldn't get it, right? So I stayed up till 2 in the morning, no signs. I fell back asleep. I had to get up at like 7 the next morning, so there was 5 hours while I was sleeping. Within those 5 hours, another motherfucker, it's probably just a coyote or something that like smelled like a recently dead animal and wanted to come dig it up. Like in those 5 hours, another animal came and undug him. We're over here thinking, oh my god, like it's not our pets because we watched them, so it has to be something else, right? Keep that in mind. And so I'm like, oh, it's a chupacabra. And one night I had a camp, like we brought over Tim's and had to camp out at my house, and it was a terrible time because it was thunderstorming and it was really windy and stuff, and tents aren't waterproof apparently, and so I woke up and my blanket was all wet, my pillow was wet, just everything was wet. It was the craziest thunderstorm known to man. I basically stood outside and showered, and then you look up, and then one time outside there was like this bright ass white cloud right above us, and it was crazy, it was hectic, and it was also cool. It was a great time, right midst of like us having a camp out. We went on a walk just in the dark because before it was raining, so we just went on a walk because we heard noises, and so we were walking and stuff, and then coming back, we saw something like really quickly, and this is not a joke. We did see something really quickly, like run across into my yard, like to the tree that my dog is buried. My dogs are buried next to. My pets are buried next to. I just take off, and I am not kidding. I had a hatchet that was in my van because I used to drive a van. Now I drive a truck. You guys know this. I had the hatchet that was in my van, this like dull ass hatchet. Just nothing that like it could not penetrate anything. And I just had it. I just like started sprinting as fast as I could. Me and Marty just started sprinting to the fucking whatever. It was a cat. All right. So we just started sprinting to it, and then we lost it. Right. We had no idea what it was. So I put the hatchet back. I'm like, okay, it ran away. Whatever. And we had this tiki torches that well, like if you light it up, it keeps the bugs away. We had like those torches, and it was out of fuel and stuff, so I was just like running around with it. Next thing you know, a cat just starts sprinting next to us, and this was a thing that we thought was the El Chupacabra, right? But I don't think that that's what dug up the Lucky. I don't think that's what dug up Lucky, because there's no way, right? There's no way a cat can dig up that much. So I chucked the spear at him, and no joke, if there wasn't like a little tiny tree branch next to him, it would have speared him. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. So now we're flash forwarding to like a couple days ago. The Chupacabra wasn't found, but the suspect is a cat. And I don't think those are cat prints. So I'm walking my dogs, right? And I see footprints, a set of footprints that are not a cat, they're not a rabbit, they're not anything, all right? They're not dogs. And it's crazy because I don't know what it is. I started walking around my house, right? And so I'm following these footprints. And I'm walking around my house, and like there's a snowdrift where I live. There's the snow like will just pile up at my house, and so there's this tall snowdrift. It's about like 7 feet high and about 8 feet wide. So I'm walking on top of that with like loose ass shoes on because I didn't tie them or anything. I'm videotaping it, right? And you guys saw this at the beginning of the video. Hopefully you guys saw this at the beginning of the video. So I'm videotaping it. Sarge is next to me, and my dog Huck is like running around. And I'm following these footprints, right? I'm following them, and then they all of a sudden disappear. Like, that's out of thin air, they're just gone. And I'm assuming the snow just blew over it again, which is A-okay. Whatever. The snow just covered up the footprints. It's typical. Snow does that. So, I'm walking, and next thing you know, we had, like, cut down tree limbs and stuff before the snow came. And so, there was tree limbs there and stuff. So, I probably just ended up, like, tripping on a tree limb or something. And I fall down, and I just land in a bunch of tree limbs and stuff. And it's, like, the scariest part of my whole entire life. Like, that was the scariest thing that ever happened to me, was that. Because I'm like, oh, my God, what if that Chupacabra's out there and is, like, fucking with me right now? And it saw me do that, and now it's gonna come attack me. Like, my dogs are pussies. My dogs won't do jack shit when it comes to attacking and protecting me. Like... And I heard a tree snap, alright? And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, a little tree limb snap. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like, so, you know, my adrenaline's pumping, my heart is like beating like really fast. And I'm just like, oh my fucking God, I'm gonna get in a fight. I'm gonna get a fight with the Chupacabra. And next thing you know, alright? It's just, I can't see shit, right? Because it was kind of snowing still. But I could see, but like, I'm like over here like, oh my God, I'm ready. I'm going to fight this motherfucker, right? Whatever it is. It's done terrorizing my house. My dog just pops up out of nowhere and just jumps on me and like tackles me to the snow. And it turns out I left the door open, but it still doesn't explain the fucking part where there's unknown footprints, and I am very terrified. So if I just stop making YouTube videos, the more logical reason is that because I just stopped making YouTube videos. I tend to do that a lot. And I got killed by a Chupacabra. So I will hunt this Chupacabra down, and I will find this Chupacabra. I promise you guys this. Thank you for the story time. I hope you guys enjoyed. And it was probably a terrible story time. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that I'm being hunted and I might die soon. So that's... And we're getting closer to 100 subscribers once again. So thank you guys so much for that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Oh no!